Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more. The city had been saved and would thrive again. The same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed. The gods had other plans. Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in Olympus, and a new god of war is needed. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward. Your battles are at an end, Kratos. Your journey is over. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
from that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
I'm gonna go ahead and start part 2 probably tomorrow because I've been playing this all day. It's a pretty good game. I'm happy I finally beat this game. Thanks for watching, yo. Appreciate the watchers. If you like the gameplay, follow. If you want to keep watching God of War, I'm gonna be playing part 2 next. So hopefully you enjoy it. I don't know. Usually I review the game after I play it. My brother told me that part 3 has you go back to Hades, and he told me that you'll realize how bad Hades was done in part 1, because like they expand on it on part 3 so well. So I guess I'll wait till part 3 to see that. But in terms of part 1, to give it a retrospective rating, like this game's still definitely fun. It hasn't lost its mojo. You know how some games are just lame after 5 years. I feel they could expand on some other things, but overall, probably to me honestly, it felt like Chrono was gonna play a bigger role in the game. He really didn't. So I was just kind of disappointed because that one little cinematic was all we got from him. I do know he comes out later on, I think in part 2, so I guess that'll make up for the lack of him on this game. But it did feel like one giant level, which was on top of Chrono, right? The Titan. And that was kind of lame because there's definitely parts like all you can think about is the Athena, right? The city of Athena, then the sand, and then Kronos. Like all that giant Kronos spot took forever. And as soon as you got out of there, you go to Hades for a little bit. So afterwards, it's Hades for a little bit, which is kind of lame. It looked kind of whack, because it was just those little rotating things. When you think about a game like this, what is that game? Dante's Inferno. That's like, whoa, that's probably the best. I mean, it's a copycat of this in terms of gameplay, but it's all of hell, so I played that first. This is my first time playing this. So when I'm coming off of, Dante's Inferno and I look at Hades like this, I'm like, this is so lame. So the game's cool. I'll give it an 8, like today, not like what it got back in the day. I think anybody like me that has never played God of War, they played part 1, it's definitely great. It's not too old. The graphics still look decent. And the gameplay is fun.